Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn Introduction to Three-Dimensional Geometry. Everyone know what is Cartesian plane or XY plane. It is two-dimensional plane, and if I said to locate a point in a plane, what will you do? You know how to locate the position of a point in a plane? We need two intersecting mutually perpendicular lines in the plane. These are two mutually perpendicular lines, means they are intersect each other at 90 degree. These lines are called the coordinate axis, and two numbers are called coordinates of the point with respect to the axis. For example, if I set to locate a point 2, 3, so you know how to draw. First number represent x-axis and second one is represent y-axis. The horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is called y-axis. It is a real number line. So now we have to locate this point in two-dimensional geometry. Everyone know how to locate it. This one is a origin whose coordinate always 0, 0. On number line we can represent all real numbers. So we have to locate 2, 3. 2 is on the x-axis, yes, and 3 is on the y-axis. So on taking the perpendicular distance of both, we can locate the point P 2, 3. So this one is the position of point P in two-dimensional plane. But we have to learn three-dimensional geometry. In actual life, we do not deal with the points lying in the 2D plane. For example, consider the position of a ball thrown in space at different point of time. Or if we want to know the position of an aeroplane as it flies from one place to another at different time during its flight, how it could be done. So now we have to locate a point in space. To represent a 3D space on board, we use three lines which are mutually perpendicular to each other. Similarly, if we want to locate the position of a lowest tip of an electric bulb hanging from the ceiling of a room, so we required floor of the room, two adjacent wall of the rooms to locate the position of the lowest tip of the bulb. To represent a 3D space on board, we use three lines which are mutually perpendicular to each other as X, Y and Z. Every line has an angle of 90 degree. So we can say X and Y are mutually perpendicular, Z and Y are mutually perpendicular, and Z and X are mutually perpendicular. So these three lines actually divided the 3D space in 8 parts. These 8 parts are called octants. These three lines divides the space in 8 parts called octant. In Cartesian plane, in 2D plane, the lines or coordinate axis divide the plane in 4 parts. Now we have to understand signs of coordinate in 8 octants. So we have 8 octants in three-dimensional geometry and 3 coordinates x, y and z. As we know, in Cartesian plane, the signs of the points are as follows. In the same way, we have to represent 1, 2, 3, 4 coordinate as in we have deal with two-dimensional geometry. So we know in first quadrant x is positive, y is positive. In second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant x is negative, y is negative. In the fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. So what about the z coordinate? First, second, third and fourth. In all these four quadrants, the value of z always be positive. To understand concept well, you have to just learn that the fifth coordinate is behind the first quadrant and sixth quadrant is behind the second quadrant and seventh quadrant is behind the third quadrant and eighth quadrant is behind the fourth quadrant. So except z, all the values of x and y will be same as we used in two-dimensional geometry. So fifth one is behind the first quadrant. So x and y coordinate will be same and z is behind the wall. We have to dig the hole to get the point z. So it will get minus sign. In the same way, sixth coordinate is behind the second coordinate. So the sign of x and y is same as two-dimensional geometry, and to get the value of z again we have to dig the hole. So the value of z is minus. In the same way, we can put the values of these. So we can find out here all the values of x and y work as a two-dimensional geometry except the value of z. If the value of z is positive, we have to write down first, second and third and fourth quadrant. If the value of z, we have to dig a hole in the wall and take the octant at 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Now take some examples. Look at the points 1, 2, 3. So here you can see z is positive, so it is lie in the first octant. Next is minus 4, 1, 2. Here z is positive, so it will lie only first, second, third and fourth coordinate. So now we have to check the value of x and y. Here x is negative, y is positive. So it will lie in the second quadrant. Now here the value of z is minus. So it will lie either 5th, 6th, 7th or 8th coordinate. Here x and y is positive. So it will lie in the 5th octant. Next one is minus 1 and minus 2. So it will be here in the third quadrant and it is minus 3. So it will be lie in the 7th quadrant. Next one is minus 1 and plus 2. So it will be there and z is positive. So it will be lie in again a second quadrant. So how to represent a point in three-dimensional plane? XY we have to check it out by the two-dimensional geometry, or if the value of z is positive, we have to write it down first, second, third and fourth, and if the value of z is negative, we have to check further 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th octant. In this way we can locate a point very easily. So we have learned how to represent a point in space or in three-dimensional geometry. And this is the representation of three-dimensional plane on the board. These are the three coordinate axes which are mutually perpendicular and intersect at a point O, which is called origin, and these plane divide the space in 8 octant and 3 planes. What are the 3 planes? X, Y plane. This plane is called XY plane. This one is called YZ plane, and this one is called ZX plane or XZ plane. In XY plane, the value of Z coordinate is 0. In YZ plane, value of X coordinate is 0, and in ZX plane, the value of Y coordinate is 0. Now try to do some more example how to locate the point in 3D space. Thank you.